For you from Le Creuset. It's a brand new big deal, and we're bringing you the opportunity to get the cast iron chef's oven with the glass lid. Now, what is it going to do for you? Well, of course, as we think of the harvest and fall season that is ahead, this is going to help you with your soups. It's going to help you with your roasts. It's going to be your everything pan on the top of the stovetop. And today we have it for you at a big deal price. Less than $190, or today for two of the choices, we've got $190. Two of the other choices are less than $200. 5 easy monthly payments gets it home, and we've got free shipping for you. K86962 is your item number. Greg Shockley is here with me in the house.
Fred?
I am so excited that you're in the sizzle because you always bring the heat in the kitchen, especially when it comes to great ideas for food. What are you making over here? Is this like a nice chili? Oh, you're making chili fries.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Made some amazing chili in this pot. We're doing some chili fries. Why not open with that? I mean, who does not love those?
Oh.
Now, Bertie, the great thing about this, 3.5 quart capacity, so it's a really perfect size. You know, if it's 2, 3, 4 people, this is a perfect size. But also, the shape of this really lends itself to doing soups, doing stews. It's a Dutch oven at its core, but like most of our ovens, they wind up having the cast iron lids. This one, we actually did a glass lid.
So you can look through. What's also really nice, the reason why we call it a chef's oven is because it's a little bit more rounded at the edges, which makes it easier for you to actually make the soups and such that you're trying to make.
Yeah, you can basically
So what's this over here?
All right, so now we're gonna do a Dutch oven cook right now.
Okay.
So what we're gonna make is a ragu. So we've got our chuck roast in here, just kind of nicely beautiful brown. The important part about this, the cast iron, that heat retention and that distribution that you get allows you to get the beautiful caramelization to help building those flavors. That's what makes the difference in your food. So we've got all that. I already added my onions. I love adding my onions in when I add my beef because I think it just
it
gets
caramelizes.
It here, you can help me here.
Flavor.
We're gonna add a little pancetta.
Okay.
We're gonna add some tomato sauce.
All of that?
Here we can. No, maybe a little, just half.
A little half of it. All right. There you go, sir. There you go.
And then we're gonna add a little bit of herbs. Let's add a little bit of rosemary and some thyme in here. Let's kick that up a little notch. Yeah, definitely put a little bit of that in there.
What's this for? We're gonna throw that in there
we're
just for flavor?
Yes, we're definitely gonna add some cheese
in there for flavor. A little bit of olive oil.
Right. And that's it. That's the great part about Dutch oven cooking and one pot cooking is the fact that you can just put all your ingredients in there after you sear it off. You can lid this right up, turn your heat off, and then all we're gonna do is go right into the oven, Bertie. And then of course, you know, we're gonna have a finished one right here in the oven, aren't we?
Yes,
so I'm gonna put that up right there.
Okay.
Pull this guy out.
And so this can go up to 500 degrees.
500 degrees with this glass lid. And notice, I came out of that oven really nice and easy. Looped handles here, so easy to grab. And you know, if you've ever had one of our Dutch ovens and you were ever concerned that it was maybe a little too hefty for you, especially when it's loaded with food, this one's much lighter just inherently because it's got the glass lid instead of the cast iron lid. So if you're looking for something a little more lightweight and easier to maneuver around, this might be the one for you too.
All right, so here's what's going on. Today we have it for you at a big deal price. This has been a very popular big deal. If you like the red, which we just pulled that ragu out with, that's called cerise.
Right.
And that is available today on a $40 easy pay with free shipping. We also have the black, which is your licorice, and that's available on a $40 easy pay. The green that you're seeing right over here is called artichoke, and that one is coming home for a $38 easy pay. It's the most popular color. And then last but not least, we have this beautiful blue. It's called Marseille. This is the one that I actually have at home, and we have that for you at a $40 easy pay. K86962, that's your item number. Now's your chance to try it out for yourself. Okay, so here's the thing, right? So Le Creuset, French brand, around for about 100 years.
Coming up in 100 years.
They make, but we can fry in this. It's naturally nonstick.
Right.
You never have to worry about seasoning the inside of this.
Right, that's the great thing.
Care is super simple.
I mean, cast iron is so great to cook with, but a lot of people are afraid to do that. Now here's our ragu. Look at the results for that. It just falls right apart.
Wow.
Beautiful sauce, rich gravy, just with a little bit of wine and stock that we added to this. It's wonderful. And then we're gonna add a little bit of extra cheese on top.
Parmigiano.
But you know, you pointed out the versatility of this. You can do everything from baking your bread. Cast iron retains heat and gives off the heat that it is such a great way to cook bread. If you love to do it,
my mother does
right
this.
out. It's gonna pop out.
Sandra Bennett does this too.
I love the fact that this one is a rounded bottom too. Look at that loaf of bread. Give that a thumb.
Beautiful.
You get that thumb test, and that's when you know it's really done perfectly.
That's really nice. Sandra Bennett does this. She does like a no mix, no kneading bread.
Right.
And you just throw it in the Dutch
Super
oven
easy,
and
right?
you cook it. Right over here, we did a little kind of bread pudding. What about a beautiful soup? Maybe it's a butternut squash
That's our
soup.
butternut squash. And now, also, if you've ever thought of deep frying, but you don't have a deep fryer and you're afraid to do it at home, there's no reason to. Look, fry failures happen all the time, and the reason is that you're cooking it in oil that is not up to temperature, or it drops down when you put something frozen in there, and it gets all soggy. The heat retention of the cast iron is going to maintain that heat. So when we put these frozen fries in there, the temperature of that oil is going to stay about 350 degrees where we set it. It's not going to drop down. So we're going to wind up with crispy fries, crispy wontons, crispy onion rings, whatever you want to make crispy.
By the way, Greg, as it holds heat, it also can hold colder temperatures, correct? If you need it to.
Yeah, it definitely can. I mean, that's the great part about the cast iron. And the sand interior that we talked about, easy release. So the cleanup, like when we did this, when we did our dish right here, as soon as I introduced that wine and that stock, all of that, those brown bits on the bottom came right off. That's the flavor that you want, but also at the very end, that's part you don't have to clean up.
You know, if you want superior cooking, start with superior.
How you doing?
I'm great.
Good
products
to see you.
in the kitchen.
Smells good in here.
Yes.
Allie,
Yes.
you cook like every single day
I
with
do.
beans and Phil,
Yes,
right?
and I am a collector of Le Creuset.
Yep, me
and I'm
too.
going to tell you something, guys. We have to talk about the glass top.
So wonderful, right?
I dropped the cast iron on my one time. I know. It was a scream you could hear from all over the land.
Have you ever boiled water and put a glass lid on there, and the lid just wants to go like this, and it wants to almost blow off?
Yes.
This has a little spout hole.
You can see
we've
it
got
over
one right
there.
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got a little spout hole, and
Right
what that
there.
does, it's just big enough that it's going to release enough steam. So whether you're on stovetop
It's
and maybe
brilliant.
boiling water for your pasta,
Yep.
or if you're in the oven,
Yep.
it's not going to splatter. It's going to release just enough.
All right, so
Great
here's
fry.
here's what's going on. Final order this year.
There you go.
We've got a special value on the artichoke. That's what you're seeing right over here.
Yeah.
That's coming home for $38 on Easy Pay. If you want the black one, that's called licorice. If you want the red one, that's cerise. If you want the blue one, it's called Marseille. Those are available at a $40 Easy Pay. K86962 is your item number. That looks
You ready
delicious,
for a
my
little-
friend.
This is almost shaped like a wok, so why not do a wok cook? We
I
just
love
did a
that.
stir fry. How
And
do you
then
like
we
that?
do have to just show this.
Oh, the mac and cheese.
mac and cheese.
Bacon this.
Come on.
All the heat goes right into the mac and cheese, and it's just
Somebody
creamy and cheese. Look at that.
Oh, my God. Too good.
Oh, that looks so
Too
good.
good. All right. Greg Shockley, thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thanks, my friend.
We'll see you very soon.
Thanks, guys.